Hey everybody, on the air with VA3EWV. We're going to be getting started with the net pretty soon. I hope it's all connected and ready to go. I did not hear the other repeaters connecting, so we shall see what's going on with that. I better connect my node just to be on the safe side. And we're going to get started with the ProCom Net tonight. Let me just connect mine here.
E3TNK connected to VA3EWV.
Just going to do a quick audio thing. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. It is Halloween. Hope everyone's out there having fun on Halloween there. Some people may be out and about right now, and some of you may not be. But we're going to get the net kicked off in like 3 minutes there. So I'm just making sure everything's working. And we're going to have a good time out here tonight. Let me see if I can see how to see you guys there. I hear a little activity in the background there. Okay, yeah, so I'm on. Hello from Alberta, Canada. Nate saying hello from Alberta, Canada. So let me just say hi, hello back to Nate there. Gonna do a quick check and see how things are going out here. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, just doing a quick sound check before the net starts in 2 minutes. I'll be your net controller tonight for the ProCom Net. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, Ernest out of St. Andrews, West Ontario. I hope everybody can hear me out there. I don't hear anything coming back there. The AO volume is up as well, so this is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. If I can get a sound check from someone, that'll be great. The net starts in 1 minute.
VA3 Hotel Foxtrot Delta, you're loud and clear, Ernest. Over.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3 Hotel Foxtrot Delta, thank you so much for that.
Echo 2 Echo Quebec Lima. Quebec Lima. Ernest, carry on.
Okay, it's go time, folks, in like 1 minute. I'm so happy to get to do this out here with everybody. And let's have some fun. Waiting for that last minute. Okay, there it is. It's 8 o'clock.
Good evening. The time is 8 p.m.
Good evening to all, and welcome to the Ontario Provincial Communications Network. This province-wide communications net is conducted on Thursdays and Sundays at 2000 hours using wide coverage link repeater systems. This includes the Escarpment Repeater Association, the Central Ontario Repeater System, the URU Repeater System, the SORT System, the PMO System, as well as the VE3TNK Hub. This network of repeaters provides a full range of multi-mode interoperability using analog and digital communications, including the IRLP, AllStar, EchoLink, and D-Star. Connections to the ProCom Net can be made on the IRLP using node 9005. access to the net via AllStar node 27288. D-Star stations can use reflector X-Ray Romeo Foxtrot 416 Alpha. In the event of a declared emergency in the province of Ontario, this network could be activated to provide auxiliary communications for Emergency Management Ontario, EMO. This directed communication net uses Emergency Management Ontario district and community names. Your net control station tonight is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. My name is Ernest and I'm located in St. Andrews, West Ontario. I will now stand by with any stations with emergency priority or welfare traffic or severe weather reports for Canwarn. Okay, nothing heard. Let's have a good net tonight and let's have some fun. Please remember to use sufficient power when accessing the repeaters. Also use the phonetic alphabet when giving your call sign. And on top of that, since we have a lot of link repeaters, it's just good to press down your PTT. I know you guys know that. Wait a few seconds and then carry on. I will now take any stations from the Amethyst District, including Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Again, that's going to be Amethyst District, including Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Could you give me your call sign twice when you come in? This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, calling one more time for stations in Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Okay, nothing heard from that district. We're going to keep it moving here, folks. And we're going to be now calling any stations from the Albany district, including Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, and Timmins. Again, Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, and Timmins. Please come to the ProCom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo. Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo. The name is Bob, Bravo Oscar Bravo, and the QTH is Elliott Lake. Over.
Yes, we picked up Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo, Bob and Elliott Lake there. Come on in to the ProCom Net.
VA3EWV, V3 Echo Tango Echo returning. Good evening, Ernest, and good evening to everyone else on frequency. Yeah, we've had, like a lot of other folks around the north here, we've had nothing but rain all day. And even into the evening hours where the little trick-or-treaters were out there with, I think their parents were using umbrellas, but they had their costumes to protect them. Anyway, we had about a dozen trick-or-treaters tonight, and it was quite good. We still got, that's about our record usually. Every Halloween is about a dozen. We may have improved on it by one trick-or-treater, but that's about it. Anyway, thanks for taking the net, Ernest. Good to hear you again, and you've got a good signal out there. VA3EWV, V3 Echo Tango Echo from Elliott Lake.
Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo. Thank you for being out there. Good fun with the trick-or-treaters. I did live in Canada, Ontario, right there in Ottawa before I moved out here to St. Andrews, and we had lots of traffic. And in Canada Lakes, where the IT district was, before we moved there and my kids were of age, these people were giving out USB sticks, complete cans of pop, king-size candy bars. We thought we were in heaven. I had 5 kids. We had a Dodge Caravan, and we would run the community twice. We would hit it twice. Once with the mom, change costumes. Once with the dad. So we had a good time out there. Thanks for coming in there tonight, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And sorry about all the rain. It's been clear, sunny skies here in the Ottawa area for the last 2 days. All right, anybody else coming in there from Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, and Timmins, please come to the ProCom Net. Okay, nothing heard. We're now going to call any station from the Bruce District. This includes Grey Bruce, Kincardine, Owen Sound, Kitchener, Cambridge, the region of Waterloo, Orangeville, and Dufferin counties. I repeat, Grey Bruce, Kincardine, Owen Sound, Kitchener, Cambridge, the region of Waterloo, Orangeville, and Dufferin. Please come to the ProCom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha, November Tango, Scott in Cambridge.
Okay, Net recognizes Victor Echo 3, Alpha November Tango. Any other stations before we get started? Okay, Scott, looks like you're flying solo tonight. Victor Echo 3, Alpha November Tango, Scott in Cambridge. Scott, how's it going with you this evening? And tell us about what's happening in your neck of the woods. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
Victor Echo 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. I put the call. It's VA3EWV, Scott in Cambridge. Morning to yourself and good evening to all of the ProCom Net tonight. Well, it just started to rain here, but it's been windy all day. It's still windy. We're blowing pretty good up there right now. I think we had about 20, 25 kids for Halloween night, which is pretty good for us. We get about a dozen or so, but I think we got about 20, 25 this year. Other than that, no traffic from the net. Just checking from the Grey Bruce area. With that, back to net control from VE3A&T.
And Scott, I'm glad, like I said a couple of nights now, it's such a pleasure to get to talk to you guys that listen to you. Spend a little time there with you. I've been doing a lot of HF with the Parks on the Air, so if you guys do any of that, it'd be good to hear you guys out there. We might cross paths. Okay, one last call for the Grace Bruce District. Please come to the ProCom Net. Okay, nothing heard. We're going to keep it moving here, and we're going to be calling for the Capital Seaway District. That's my district. Now calling the Capital Seaway District, Ottawa, Renfrew, Brockville, and Cornwall. Again, Ottawa, Renfrew, Brockville, and Cornwall. Please come to the ProCom Net.
2 Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima. Victor Alpha 3, Oscar Papa Sierra.
Okay, we picked up two stations. I'm excited to hear Victor Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima there, John, who's our club president. Good to be out there, John. And Victor Alpha 3, OPS, Dave. We'll start up at the top of the list with John. Come on in, John. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, and good evening to everybody on the net. I'm in Monkland, Ontario, which is now my QTH, and no traffic. Just looking forward to other club activities and more antenna work moving forward before the snow comes. With that, I'll pass it back to net control. VA3EWV. This is Victor Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima.
Victor Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima. You have set a record. I'm sitting here grinning because you said my call sign twice, and I've said my call sign correctly for the first part of the net. So, hey, look, we're batting 1,000 tonight. Good job there. Okay, we'll break with you, John, and we'll pick it up with Dave. Victor Alpha 3, OPS. Come on in, Dave.
Hey, Victor Alpha 3 EWV. It's a little gusty out there tonight. We've had, I betcha, 50 to 60 kids go by for Halloween there tonight.
Wow.
It's all tapered off there now, and I think all the little kiddies are heading home to look at their stash. It's quite warm out. I'm still looking at the temperature here at 21.5, and it's nice to get on the net there while I can. And I don't think I have anything else to report there. Glad you're
VA3 OPS, VA3EWV returning. Yes, we've had some gorgeous weather. Dave, newly retired. John, taking a little bit of time off right now, and I'm still putting it down at work there. So when I go to work in the morning, driving from Cornwall to Ottawa, it's dark. When I get back, it's dark. So I'm glad y'all been out there enjoying that beautiful weather here in the Ottawa area. Any more stations in the district here? Come on in. Okay, we're finished with the Capital City Radio District. Thank you guys for being out there. Now let's go to the whole Golden Horseshoe District. Hamilton, Niagara, Brantford, as well as any stations in New York State. That's right, Hamilton, Niagara, Brantford, as well as any stations in the New York State. And could you come with your call sign twice? This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta. Jim in Hamilton, Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta.
Gotcha.
Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike. Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike. John in Niagara on the Lake.
Okay, we picked up 2 stations. Any more stations out there wanting to come in tonight? Please come in before I start at the top of the list with Jim there. Any other stations in Golden Horseshoe District?
This is Kilo 2, Hotel Alpha Kilo. Kilo 2, Hotel Alpha Kilo. Sean in Lewiston, New York.
All right, we have ourselves a threefer. Let's bring it on to the top over there in Hamilton with Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta. Good, strong signal there, too. How are you doing this evening there, Jim?
Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor from Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta. Doing good, Ernest, thank you very much. And a big hello to everyone on the net. And happy Halloween. Pretty quiet around in our immediate area tonight. Being a senior bungalow townhouse type of community with no kids anywhere within swinging distance, we have no visitors that arrive here on Halloween. So there's no spare chocolate bars or bags of chips around this place. Anyway, just a bit of a weather report. We had very high winds for most of the day in Hamilton. Surprisingly, no precipitation whatsoever so far, although that is promised to fall later this evening or into the morning as far as I recall. So other than that, that's about it for the net. No other traffic. So I'll turn it back to net control. VA3EWV from Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta. Over.
Jim, Victor Alpha 3, Hotel Foxtrot Delta. You know, I'm very excited tonight that everybody's been saying my call sign right. Well, it's not you guys, it's me. When I'm out there doing Parks on the Air, I will probably get another 50 QSOs in if I didn't have to repeat that call sign. I want one nice and simple, like the next person up here that's on the list, John. Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike. Can I get that one from you? Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike. Come on into the ProCom Net.
Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor from Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike. John here in Niagara on the Lake. Good evening to all. Another kind of extension of summer day here. Quite warm, and I can't say that it was nice and sunny, but it sure was warm. And we escaped the rain, but tonight we're under weather warnings.
Oh, wow.
Not weather warnings, wind warnings. So we started getting wind warnings. So that's what's happening around here. Other than that, everything is good, and I hope everybody is enjoying Halloween. We do not get kids here.
Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Mike. Again, you guys have me chuckling because I remember when I had the 5 kids out there, like I was telling you guys. I know you all did. Well, you might not done it, but here, this guy here, I always went for the Snicker bars and the thing. I didn't touch anything else, but I was always looking for the chocolate. Thank you for being out there tonight. Let's pick it up now with Sean. Kilo 2, Hotel Alpha Kilo. Kilo 2, Hotel Alpha Kilo. Come on in this evening. We're ready to hear from you.
Hey, Net Control, this is Kilo 2, Hotel Alpha Kilo, Sean in Lewiston, New York. Good to chime into the net for the first time. Had a great time trick-or-treating with the kids. We had a boatload of kids here in Lewiston. So it was a great time, beautiful weather, and nice to meet you all. Over.
It's always good to have new people in there, and we extend the welcome mat for sure. We're here on Thursday nights, as you can see, at 2000 hours, and we do a double header on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock too. We come back again for the same good time, same bat challenge, they say. We hope to hear from you again, Sean, and thanks for coming out. And yeah, you guys had a boatload of kids out there. Good to hear that, and we hope you guys have a good day. Anybody else from the Golden Horseshoe District or New York State before we move on? Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
The 3, Charlie, Romeo, Foxtrot, Vern in Waterdown.
Vern, thanks for coming in. Can I have your call sign one more time? I missed the first part of it, but come on in, Vern, with your call sign there, and come on in with your traffic tonight.
Call sign is Victor Alpha 3. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie, Romeo, Fox. I just came in the house from being outside. Still a couple of trick-or-treaters out there. What a nice evening, my goodness.
Ain't that the truth?
21 degrees. And there was a light rain falling, but nothing going on right now, so I'm glad the rain kind of held off. Back to you.
Thank you so much there, Vern. Yeah, nice weather. It's but it's windy here too. Someone was saying there was windy in their area. It's been very windy here, so I know something's coming. You can almost smell it in the air. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Radio Foxtrot. Thanks for being out there tonight, Vern, and you have a good rest of your evening. Any other stations before we move over to the Greater Toronto area? Any other stations? Last call. Okay, thank you, Golden Horseshoe District. Let's move on now to the Greater Toronto area. That's Toronto, York Region, and Durham Region. Again, Toronto, York Region, and Durham Region. If you can come in with your call sign twice and press to talk for a few seconds before you go on, we'll be happy to take you. This is Victor Alpha 3 with Echo Whiskey Victor. Let's rock and roll. Yep. Let's go. Okay, Greater Toronto area, don't be shy out there. Toronto, York Region, and Durham Region. Toronto, York Region, and Durham Region. Taking calls. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay.
Victor Alpha 3, Golf Papa Hotel, Jeff, VA3EWV.
Okay, Jeff, you're representing the whole Greater Toronto area. Good to make your acquaintance tonight. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. I'm sure that you're in Etobicoke. How are you this evening? And please come on in.
Good, thanks for asking. Name's Jeff, in Etobicoke, just actually, right, it's be windy out there. I got no traffic for you, good signal coming out my side, and thanks for running Victor Alpha 3, Golf Papa Hotel. Back to you.
Well, it's good to have you out there, Jeff, and you have a good rest of your evening. Any other stations in the Greater Toronto area, Toronto, York Region, and Durham, please come down to the ProCom Net. Okay, Greater Toronto area, it's been nice speaking with you guys there. Let's move it on now to GTA West. That's Peel Region, Halton Region, Burlington, Oakville, and Brampton. Again, Peel Region, Halton, Burlington, Oakville, and Brampton. Please come to the ProCom Net.
Papa Romeo Echo, Peter Milton.
Victor Echo 3, Romeo Foxtrot Echo, Mike Brampton.
And Victor Echo 3, India, Quebec uniform, VA3EWV in Brampton. Name is Reg, Radio Echo Germany.
Okay, we picked ourselves up a 3-4 there in GTA West. Pleased to make acquaintance with you guys tonight. Victor Alpha 3, Papa Radio Echo. Peter, we'll start with you out of Milton. How are you this evening?
Good evening, Net Control and everyone on frequency and those listening. I'm doing very well. Glad that Halloween is, I guess, over for another year. I do look forward to the little guys coming. Of course, now we're into having the big guys come, and sometimes you just never know. It is pretty quiet in this neighborhood anyway. I've been out of the, I guess I can say, the kid business for about 25 years now. So mine are all gone and moved away and so forth. But I always enjoy seeing the little guys come along, and you know, there's not too many of them now. And generally, the last few years, my wife and I have just closed the windows, shades, turned down the lights, that type of thing. And now the dog keeps an eye on how many are out there, and we know there's something out there, perhaps besides the squirrels and the cats, and they keep him occupied, which is fine. So anyway, good to hear everybody in there. Hope everybody's having a good Halloween. Of course, that leads us a little bit closer to that other four-letter word that we don't like to talk about very much. And so anyways, it's good to hear everybody in there. Happy Halloween, and I'll turn it back to Net Control.
Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Echo, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Yes, yes. I guess a lot of us are out of that kid age. And quickly before we go to the other two people, you reminded me, I'm from Louisiana, everybody, just to let you guys know. And we all have porches out there and stuff like that. And we would be doing people watching on a night like tonight and watching all the kids come through the neighborhood. And I remember my aunt, she used to make popcorn balls. Now that's the thing of the past, but I don't know if you guys remember popcorn balls, and we also had lots of pecans around, so we had pecan candy. That was always a treat, Halloween. Popcorn balls, pecan candy. And yeah, so that was good stuff. Let's drop it with you now, Peter, and let's pick it up with Mike out there in Brampton. Victor Echo 3, Romeo Foxtrot Echo. Come on in.
Good evening, Ernest, and all on frequency. Mike, VA3EWV in Northeast Brampton. Not a really busy night kids-wise, but we've had a few groups. One thing I certainly did notice, as they did say on the news, expect to see a lot more people handing out potato chips and Doritos. Well, that was seemed to be the case with some of them tonight, because I know when you opened their bags, that's all I saw was bags of chips. But I managed to find some chocolate, so hopefully they'll be happy with that. But other than that, no traffic. It was actually when the evening started. Let me drop a second. When the evening started, it was only partially cloudy here, but it is now completely clouded over. I think we might have had a little bit of rain early in the day, but thus far we've lucked out. So, knock on wood, it'll stay that way. And it's nice to be able to stand out on the porch in
my t-shirt and not feel cold in spite of the wind tonight. Anyway, back to you, Ernest. Also, thanks for doing the night in place of Gary. Appreciate it very much. VE3RFE back to net control.
VE3RFE. Yes, thank you so much for being out there. Yeah, it's Halloween for everybody else. It's Christmas for me. Because when Gary told me I can do a couple of these nets, that was Christmas time for me. Let me tell you. I love this, and I'm glad to be out here to spend some time with you guys tonight. Thank you so much, Michael out there, Mike out of Brampton. We'll drop with you now. We'll pick it up with VE3IQU, Victor Echo 3, India, Quebec uniform. Reg out there in Brampton. Come on in, Reg.
Good evening to you and everybody else around the net tonight, that's for sure. Good old Brampton here, and we had lots of kids at the door tonight, lots and lots. I think my wife almost ran out of candy, and she had a lot of it. So there you go. But she thoroughly enjoyed herself, and that's a good thing. Anyhow, not much other than that going on here. We had a beautiful day today for the most part, and kind of hoping that the cold weather stays away a little longer, but it looks like Monday's going to be like 10 or 11 or something like that in the Brampton area, so not looking forward to that. Anyhow, winter's on its way, that's for sure. Pass it back to you, 7-3 to everybody, and have a great day tomorrow. VE3IQU.
VE3IQU in the net. Thanks for being out there. Let's take one more call out there for the GTA West area there before we move on to our next district, which is the Killarney district. So you guys get queued up out there. One last call for GTA West. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, like they say, silence is golden. Now let's call out for the Killarney district. That's going to be Sudbury, Manitoulin Island, and any stations along the shore of Lake Huron. Again, Sudbury, Manitoulin Island, and any stations along the shore of Lake Huron. Please come to the ProCom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha Juliet Bravo.
Okay, we picked up one station there, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Juliet Bravo. Any other stations out of the Killarney district, please come on in. Okay, Alan, we're going to be picking up with you in Little Current there. How's it going on your neck of the woods today? This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor.
Okay, very good indeed, Ernest. Well, very good evening to you and everybody else on the ProCom Net tonight. Happy Halloween to everyone. We just got finished with the kids at the door. We did pretty good tonight. I would say we had between 80 and 100 kids show up, so it was quite active despite the pouring rain that we had all afternoon and into the evening. There were some wet goblins out there, so to speak, but it seemed like everyone had a good time. Yes, we are located in Little Current, and other than some wet weather, at least it's not snow, so that's a positive thing. Other than that, thank you very much, Ernest, for being here tonight, and you take care and have a good remainder of the evening. Thanks for being there. V3AJB in Little Current.
VE3AJB in the net. Over 100 kids. You guys are picking them up and putting them down, that's for sure. So good on you out there, and got a little excitement for tonight. And yeah, despite the rain and stuff, so good for you guys. Good having you out there, and thanks for joining us on the net tonight. Any other folks out there in the Manitoulin Island, Sudbury, and any stations along the Lake Huron, please come on in. Okay, nothing heard. We're gonna keep it moving, folks. So we're gonna be now calling for any stations in the Lake Districts. That's Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka. Again, that's Lake Districts. That's Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka. Please come into the ProCom Net.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Whiskey, VA3EWV, Dave in Barry.
Okay, we picked up Dave and Barry. Any other stations before we pick it up with Dave? Any other stations in the Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka? Please come on in. Okay, Dave, we're going to bring it back to you, or Dave, we're going to bring it back to you. There was a repeater out there that was identifying when you were saying the first part of your call sign. So just give me your call sign one more time so I can get you in the log and come on in with your traffic.
Yeah, no problem, Ernest. It's Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Whiskey, VA3EWV. It's Dave up here in Barry, and good evening to you, Ernest, and everybody on the ProCom Net tonight. Pretty quiet evening here in this side of Barry. Of course, being in a condo building with 12 units, we have no kids here, so a bit of a washout for that. And the rain is currently falling here in Barry right now. It's been falling for about an hour or so, and quite steadily. It's still fairly mild at 17 degrees. And the winds have certainly died down since the rain started. We did have some good breezes earlier in the afternoon, but hopefully the little ones got out and got their treats before the rain came, and they're all getting tucked in nice and tidily. With that, no further traffic for you tonight. Thanks for checking me in, Ernest. Doing a great job there, and appreciate what you do for the net. And you have yourself a wonderful evening. VA3EWV, VA3DVW.
Man, we are having fun out here tonight. Killing it. Yeah, I see that you're in the... I know, like I was saying, back home and before I moved to Canada there, I did have friends that lived there, like in apartment complexes and stuff like that. And most of those, I don't know what happened, but there was a part where people were going to the malls, especially down south, because it was a lot safer. I guess there was a lot of... It's warm down there this time of year. Well, warm, we would consider it warm. And a lot of shenanigans going on, so they were moving things into the big malls. So you would take the kids all throughout the mall there. Okay, we're going to break it with you there, Dave, out there in Barry, and see if there's anybody else in the Lakes District before we move on. Anyone else out there in the Lakes District wants to come in, please come now. Okay, let's move it right along. They're calling any stations in the Loyalist District. That's going to be Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton. Again, Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton. Please come now to the ProCom Net. Anybody?
Victor Echo 3, Golf, Victor Golf, VA3GVG.
Victor Echo 3, Fox Lima, Matthew.
Okay, we'll hold it there. We had 3 stations. The third station, I did not get any of that. It was quite broken up, but we're going to pick you up anyway there at the end. I did not hear your call sign, but I know you're there. But we're going to move back up the log here to Victor Echo 3, Golf, Victor Golf. Cameron, there in Belleville. Come on in, Cameron.
Good evening. I haven't got your call sign yet. This is VA3 Golf, Victor Golf. Name is Cam. Yep, short for Cameron. And the location is Belleville, as you said. And we just came back from Belleville Street Safes, or Safe Streets. So that's where we go around and watch all the little trick-or-treaters and
Oh, cool.
and sort of thing. So it's a little project that's put on along with the police department. So it's
That's
kind
cool.
of a neat thing to do. So first time I've done it, and very, very interesting. So and very difficult for the driver, I must say, because you really have to watch because the kids just don't watch where they're going for this. So anyway, but we did not see anything untoward, so it was a good evening. So back to you, Control. We had a little shower go through, but anyway, at the moment, but that was it. This is VA3EWV. Back to Net Control.
Thank you, Cameron. That sounds like a pretty neat program there, Safe Streets. Kind of reminds me of, like I was saying, we didn't have Safe Streets, so they're bringing them to the malls. So it's good that you guys have that out there. And again, for everybody, this is Ernest. I'm in St. Andrews West, and my call sign is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Thank you, Cameron. Let's keep it going now and pick it up with VE3FL, Victor Echo 3, Foxtrot Lima, Matthew there in Bloomfield. Go ahead.
Good evening, VE3FL. On mobile, I was actually in Bloomfield. I was actually GVG's driver there. So, yes, I could definitely say it was stressful driving around the neighborhoods there, but it was a good time, and yeah, we had great weather here, and just at the end we had the downpours, so, but no issues there, so. Anyways, I'm headed back down to Bloomfield, so thanks for being there, thanks for running the net this evening. This is a Victor Echo 3, Fox Lima.
Victor Echo 3 Fox Lima. Well, you made it through the night there, and safe trip home there in the mobile. And it was my pleasure to be here tonight. Thank you guys for having me. So there was another station out there. There was a little in the back there in the weeds. Hope you got everything worked out. Let's try to get you in there on the log. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor listening. Yeah, I heard of Victor Echo 3, and I think I heard a little whiskey in there too. But come on in with your traffic. We'll try to make you out there because we're definitely glad to have you in there. Come on in, and how's it going in your area? Thank you so much. We're glad we can get you into the log tonight. Yes, I think I heard you say you were talking on the rubber ducky there. I got most of that out there. And we'll appreciate you being out there tonight. Before we move on to our next district, which is going to be the Magnetawan district, any other check-ins from the Lawless district before we move on? This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, we're moving down the page. We're looking for calls in Perry Sound, North Bay, Nipissing, Britt. I don't know if Nipissing, Britt's one place or that's two places, but we'll find out tonight with you guys help. So Perry Sound, North Bay, Nipissing, Britt. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, nothing heard out of the Perry Sound thing, but a fun fact, as I go down this list, I have been to some of these places. I have been to North Bay before, so I've been there several times, or at least going through it, when my mother-in-law was living there in Webwood, Ontario. So I've been to a couple of these places, Belleville as well, Kingston. I played handbells in Kingston there, so I know about that. But we're going to keep it going down there, folks. It's good to see all these names and keep me on track. Any other people in Perry Sound, North Bay, or Nipissing? Britt, come on in before we move down to our next district. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, nothing heard. We're going to be calling for any stations now in the St. Clair district. Windsor, I've been there. Essex, Chatham, Kent, Rondeau Provincial Park, and Sarnia. So again, Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, Rondeau Provincial Park. Please come, and Sarnia. Please come to the ProCom Net. Sorry, I wasn't able to make out that transmission. Could you try one more time? Victor Echo 3, Tango Bravo India, Timothy and Sarnia. Come on in there, Timothy. We definitely appreciate the quick in and out there, Tim or Timothy, and we're good to have you out there. Thanks for being there. Any other traffic in the that area before we move on to our next Severn district? Any other folks there in Sarnia, Rondeau, Kent, Chatham, or Essex? Go ahead. Okay, nothing heard. We're getting down to the bottom of the net here. We're now calling for any stations in the Severn District. City of Kawartha Lakes, Peterborough, I've been there, Lindsay, Halliburton, and Algonquin Provincial Park. Now calling any stations in the Severn District, City of Kawartha Lakes, Peterborough, Lindsay, Halliburton, and Algonquin Provincial Park. Please come to the ProCom Net. Okay, nothing heard there. We're going to be now going to the Tuscaloosa district. That's going to be London, St. Thomas, Woodstock. London, St. Thomas, and Woodstock. I'm also listening for Frankie because that's the name I heard when I first came to the ProCom Net. So London, St. Thomas, and Woodstock. Please come to the ProCom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Quebec Tango Juliet, Tim in London.
Okay, we picked up Victor Echo 3, Quebec Tango Juliet, Tim in London. Any other stations before we go to the top of the list? All right, Tim, the mic is all yours there, and good to hear from you tonight. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Come on in with your traffic.
Great, thanks. Thanks for taking my check-in tonight. Great to hear from everybody. This is kind of an interesting night being Halloween. Unfortunately, no kids come to my door. I'm in an apartment, but it's always nice to get the kids out. Down here in London, we're kind of lucky today because now it's windy, but most certainly warm, and we've had just a little bit of rain, just kind of misty rain, but all the kids would have already been in and done Halloween, so everything worked out really well down here. But yeah, like I said, it only comes once a year, and I don't know how many times it either rains or you get the beginning of snow or it's cold or whatever. But this year everything worked out really well. So yeah, other than that, I think this weekend is supposed to cool down a little bit. I think it might get a little bit warmer for the first part of November there, and after that everything kind of goes down. But anyways, good to hear from you, and once again, thanks again for letting me check in. And with that, this is VA3QTJ. I'll send it back to you in net control.
VE3QTJ in the net. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Yes, thank you for that. And I know you were saying sometimes it rains or snows. I came to Canada in 2000, and I was living in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and I went to visit. I hadn't been here long. It was this time of year. And my first Halloween, I saw people with these big suits on that I didn't know what they were. And then they had Halloween costumes over them. And the little gloves and their arms sticking out straight to their sides, all bundled up. And I was like, what's going on here? With that lake effect snow too, and I had never seen that much snow in my life. But that was the way it was in Sault Ste. Marie. It was snowing this time of year back some 20 something years ago. Okay, thank you so much, Tim, out of London there. Anybody else in the London, St. Thomas, or Woodstock, before we do our general call, please come to the ProCom Net. Okay, nothing heard. We're going to do our general call now. So do we have any further stations with to check in? Please come with your call sign, your first name, and your QTH. So call sign twice, folks. We're doing our general call.
This is Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Yankee. Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Yankee. Frank, in North York.
Victor Echo 3, X-Ray India Delta. Victor Echo 3, X-Ray India Delta. Jim in Cornwall.
Okay, any other station with the general call before we go to the top with Frankie? Any other stations that want to check in tonight? Now's the time. Please come to Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
This is Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra. This is Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra. Over.
Okay, and we picked up Jeff there, Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra. Okay, we're going to hold it there with that party of three. We're going to bring it back up to the top with Victor Alpha 3, Kilo, Foxtrot Kilo Yankee, Frankie. Frankie, my name is Ernest. I've been listening to you on the ProCom Net for almost a year now, and I was actually looking to hear from you. I just love hearing you talk on the radio. I'm a fan, just so you know. Frankie, come on in and give us your traffic.
Good evening, everyone. This is Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Yankee. Frankie, weather-wise, definitely quite warm. Across 600 meters out, town east, so and yeah, it's kind of interesting weather. Do also track a bit of air quality index, and it seems like whenever the wind comes from the southwest, things tend to be a lot more based on fire. And fires down from somewhere, middle south of part of the U.S. Still fires burning, it's kind of crazy. Everything's crazy. I guess see what the weather is like, and we'll just have to ride it out back to Mexico.
Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Kilo Yankee, Frankie, thank you for being out there tonight and getting in the log tonight. We appreciate you being out there. We have two more folks in the Cornwall area. We had a record turnout tonight there in Cornwall. Let's pick it up with Jim there. Victor Echo 3, X-Ray India Delta. Come on in. Come on, Jim. What happened to you? Jim, yep, come on in, Jim. If you're still out there, Victor Echo 3, X-Ray India Delta, please come on in. Okay, Jim, we'll come back around if you're still out there. We may have lost you. Let's pick it up with Jeff. Victor Alpha 3, Radio Quebec Sierra, one of our new hams there. Jeff, come on in.
Ernest, I just wanted to say when we were talking earlier, you said you had an aerial you wanted to put up or an antenna. If you need help, just let me know, and I'll go back on a weekend to give you a hand with other people and stuff. Over.
That'll be great. Right now, folks, just to let you know, I'm in the house with my mobile, and I have a 50-foot lead, 50-foot cable running out to the car there, connected to my mobile antenna, because I decided to take down my 50-foot telescopic and my 30-foot tube tower, and I had no antennas going in tonight, and I was like, this is going to be great. But I do have my node, so I did have that ready to go. Thank you very much for that, Jeff, and I'll get back to you outside the net. Any other traffic for you, Jeff, before you go?
No, that's it, Ernest. And for a mobile antenna, they sound really, really good tonight for the net. Over.
Well, it helps that I can actually, when the leaves have fallen, I can actually see VE3 PGC lights flashing on the tower. That's how close I am. I'm running on very low power there, so it's just a stone's throw away there in Bonneville. All right, thank you, Jeff. Any other? Well, let's see if Jim is back out there. VE3XID, did you make it? Okay, nothing heard from VE3XID. One more time for the general call. Any other stations wish to come out here tonight? We've been having a good time here, and we still have about 8 minutes, so let's get it on. This is Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor.
VE3XID, VE3XID, Jim in Cornwall.
Come on in there, Jim. We're waiting on you.
Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Anyway, yeah, so my nurse is going to be promptly arriving after 12:30 tomorrow. Good to know. I went for an ultrasound today at the hospital, and I couldn't believe it. I went at 1:30. My appointment was for 2 o'clock, and I waited in line until 2:15. And I asked the registration desk girl if I was too late, and she says, "Oh no. It's been like this all day. Just absolutely bung to bung registrations." So other than that, not much else going on here. Just making my supper. I'm air frying up some frozen chicken nuggets. I got the ketchup all ready to dump on them. Anyway, we'll say good evening to everybody on the net, and yeah, we'll listen for you again. 7-3. Have a great weekend. VA3EWV, VE3XID. Back to you, Ernest.
Thank you so much, Jim. I'm going to be doing the same thing as you. I already took out my nuggets and my tater tots, and I got them ready to go. So when I get off the net, I'll be putting those in the air fryer as well, and that'll be that. Thank you so much. All right, final call. We'll break off with you there, Jim. Thanks for being out there. Final call for any further stations wishing to check into the ProCom Net. Please come now.
Yeah, great net, great listening. Good job, buddy. VE3EWV, yeah, bravo.
I think we had a double out there. I did hear VE3OWD, but was that the danger zone? Seems like I heard your voice. I recognize your voice. Is that danger zone out there, DZ, or no? Okay, there were 2 stations out there. I picked up Victor Echo 3 Oscar Whiskey Delta, I think. Is there another station out there? Okay, let's go ahead and pick it up with VE3OWD. Come on in. What the heck? Oh, yes, go ahead. Go ahead, please. Okay, Victor Echo 3 Oscar Whiskey Tango, correct? Okay, yeah, come on in with your traffic.
Lots of kids. We had a little bit of rain near the end, but we've all closed up now, and tonight it's going to be windy. That's about it. Oscar Whiskey Tango.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys got through it. Seems like everybody had a good time tonight. That's great. Seems like there was a lot of safe things happening out there. I hope the kids don't do like my kids did and eat a lot of chocolate and want to call in from school the next day. Okay, any other stations, please come on into the ProCom Net. Okay, nothing heard. At this time, we will close the net, and I wish to thank all the owners and operators of the following repeaters: Escarpment Repeater Association, the Central Ontario Repeater System, the URU Repeater System, the SORT System, the PMO System, as well as the TNK Hub. 7-3 all, I'm returning the repeaters back to their normal operation. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, and everybody said my call sign right, so it must be the folks on HF. We'll be clear at this time, and I'll be hanging out for another 15 minutes until the repeater shut down. Have a good rest of your day, everybody, and see you on Sunday. Please back and come and join us on Sunday. Same time, same place. We're 7-3 and clear. Okay, that's it, folks. Here, that was a great nap. Uh-oh. Go ahead.
This is Victor Echo 9 Alpha November Tango, Eddie from Dalhousie. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor Ernest. Just wanted to say good evening to all on the net tonight. No traffic, just wanted to put a mark in your book, sir. Victor Echo 9 Alpha November Tango.
I love the call sign for sure there. Love the call sign. VA3EWV for the ant there. Yes, we got you in the log there, and thanks for coming out there. You made our 24th contact for tonight. Well, with me, it's 25. So that's pretty good. And I hope things are going well in your area there.
Negative on that, Ernie. It's Victor Echo 9 Alpha November Tango. Victor Echo 9 Alpha November Tango. Eddie from Dalhousie.
Good evening. The time is 9 p.m.
Okay, got the correction. Victor Echo 9 Alpha November Tango, correct? Did I get it wrong?
That is correct, Ernest. VA3EWV. Just wanted to get in there and put a mark in your book. No traffic, other than been a rainy day for most part. No trick-or-treaters. Pretty quiet here on the west end of Dalhousie. We'll say 7-3 to all on the net, and we'll pass it back to net control.
Thank you so much, V9ANT 7-3 to you. And I'll be monitoring on the side and listening.
Just checking in. Thanks for doing the net there, Ernest.
It was my pleasure there, VE3TTO. Had a lot of fun tonight listening to all the folks with the trick-or-treating. Seems like the weather's been pretty nice in a lot of places. Some rain coming down. Everybody that had the rain, y'all can keep it over there. Or at least keep it for the weekend so I can get my my tower up. Gary, thank you for always giving me a reminder there. I was pretty excited, as you can probably hear my voice, to be here tonight. Thanks for the opportunity, and I can't wait to be back again. Yeah, have a good rest of your weekend there. Over.
Actually, there we had about 100 kids go by there and give me out candies for that. It was at my son's place, and my wife did my daughter's place while he took the kids out. So that's what we did for them this evening. You take care, VA3EWV.
All right, awesome. Have a good evening. Okay, I think that's it, everybody. That was a really good net there. Glad that everybody took some time and joined us out there this evening. And we hope you have a good rest of your evening. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. And I was net control tonight for the ProCom Net. And we'll see you guys next time. 7-3 for now.